I guess the other part of this question is outside of the streaming future of it and how you're going to watch it, whether you'll be able to watch it. We kind of talked about this a little bit when we had Maddie on about realignment and everything.
Yeah.
Where do you stand now as far as how it affects the game, the fandom of the game?
Yeah.
You like it, you don't like it?
Well, I think I said this before. I've always been a little concerned about where the future of the game is because of that, because you see these realignments happen, you see these powerhouse leagues, and you start to wonder what happens to the little guys. I think of that selfishly because Tulane is a little guy. I know some people would be like, "Oh, they got money behind them. They have more now. They're doing a lot better, and they're coming up." But there's a reason they're not being talked about in all these different major realignments. I mean, the Pac-12 is a major thing, and it could have been a major thing for Tulane. Right now, it's almost like people look at these teams as the leftovers. When you hear about them, you mentioned it. When you hear about them talking about realignment, like SMU. And a lot of people think that's because SMU has a lot of high-dollar donors, and Tulane fans would argue we have the same. But, Tulane's just not looked at that way. You have one good season.
I would like to see – you got your two big conferences right now.
Yeah.
And they're not looking to expand anymore, but like I said, Florida State and a couple other teams are trying to go.
Here's an interesting thought. I forget who shared this. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The best way to fix college football is to take the soccer approach, to take the football approach. So you got relegation. You have all these different leagues, right? You win your league, you go up. You lose your league, your bottom two teams go down, top two teams go up every year. You could start at the bottom, and slowly but surely you might end up in the SEC if that's the top league, or the Big Ten, or whatever it is. Like, you can keep the same names; it doesn't matter.
Well, so the Big Ten and the SEC are going to be
I know
are the top of the top. Like, they're going to be what and what.
Yeah,
right. I would like to see you got 4 teams left in the Pac-12. Take what's left of the Pac-12, the AAC and the ACC. If Florida State and them leave, combine them and make a third conference. And there's your like you're saying, that's your relegation.
Yeah.
That's like 12 teams left in the ACC, however many teams are left in the AAC, and then 4 teams. That's almost the 30 teams that they have in the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah.
And there's your third conference. Have 3 major conferences, and then here's Notre Dame doing whatever the fuck they still want to do. You know what? After all of this time, maybe Notre Dame had it right. Let's just be independent.
I mean, they did because I think the reason they were independent is because they signed a contract with NBC. Like, their games were always on NBC.
Yeah. So you're talking about how it affects the little teams, and yeah, of course you're right. I hate it from for fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like as a Miami fan, if Florida State leaves the ACC and Miami doesn't, and I don't get Florida State Miami anymore.
Oh, it kills rivalries.
Oh man,
the Pac-12, all the Pac-12 rivalries are dead now.
Dude, that I can't imagine a world where I don't even when Miami is terrible, I at least get the Florida State Miami game, and I know that's going to be good no matter what.
Yeah,
like that. And I don't even go to the school. Like, imagine going to the school. Like, you go to Miami, you go to Florida State. Like, you look forward to this game every year, and then you don't get it anymore.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Michigan and Ohio State just boop. Michigan's
done.
like, we're going to SEC. Sorry, we ain't playing no more.
They don't want to do that. I promise you that.
I know, but it's like, it sucks that these schools and, like you said, they're just here for the checks from the.
That's all it is.
You know
that's
what I mean?
These conferences are. It's all a check.
It sucks. I don't like where it's going. It's killing what makes college football.
Yeah.
You know?